Does this $130 Amazon cell phone booster actually work? Let's find out. So I'm here in the beautiful Wharton State Forest of New Jersey. This is the heart of the New Jersey Pinelands. I'm actually in the same location I was in this past February when I did my solo winter camping trip here. It's a beautiful location. It's one of my favorite spots in the state forest. I have creek running right ahead of me, which is just really cool to look at. It's nice and peaceful. So yeah, we're gonna set up this cell phone booster and see what kind of results we get. So Amazon, 130 bucks. Let's see how it does. All right, so before we get started, I'm gonna go over the components of the system. What we have here is the booster itself and then the indoor antenna. This attaches to the indoor markings on the booster. Power indicator, and then these here tell you the band that your service is. Before you purchase this product, you wanna make sure that your cell phone band is listed so your cell phone is compatible with the booster. What I'm going to be using to power the unit is this Jackery 300. This has a 120 plug, so I needed to bring the Jackery out to try this out. Another thing I have is some metal conduit. I have about 15 feet of conduit split into two pieces. This is your antenna. This is directional. You'll need to make sure that you're facing in the right direction of where the cell towers are located. And finally, we have some cable. This is 50 feet of cable, so you'll be able to get the booster away from your vehicle if you wish. You got plenty of leeway there. So let's get this thing set up. There's a tree over to my right that I'm gonna run the tower up to, and then we'll get everything set up and I'll bring it back and see what kind of boost we're getting on the cell phone. You can see this. I have 1 bar of LTE on my cell. This is a Verizon network. I know where the Verizon towers are. There's a website where you can check to see where your tower's at in relation to where you're going to be. I know that these are along the Garden State Parkway, which is behind me. It's east. So I know a general direction of which way to point the cell phone booster antenna. All right, so we'll run through the setup pretty quick. I have my tower up, cable connected, about 15 feet up into this tree. I'll get you set down here and we'll go through the connections. The connections are pretty straightforward. You got your outdoor here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the antenna connection and connect it to that. Make sure it's firm. This is your indoor, I already put this on. And then we got our power here. And the power gets plugged in here. Get our Jackery set up. Turn that on. And the booster is on. All right, so I had to move the antenna around to get a more direct shot to the cell antenna with the outdoor antenna. So what we're seeing now is I'm getting service between, it's bouncing between 2 and 3 bars of 5G. Let me see if you can, I don't know if, yeah, you should be able to see that. So it is boosting. I went from 1 bar of LTE to bouncing in between 2 and 3 bars of 5G, which is an improvement. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn the Jackery power supply off, just to kind of see what you can see the droppage in service. So I'm going to turn the Jackery off, and we'll watch the bar drop. Jackery's off. And we're back down to 1 bar LTE. So this thing is working. When I did take it camping a few months ago, I was getting consistent, I believe it was 3 bars of 5G. So I was getting consistent strength of the signal when the unit was inside the bus. So yeah, I think it is worth $120, $130 on Amazon. Sometimes you can find it with a coupon for like $20 off. So this check, I'll put a link down in the description.
Hello, how are you? I'm living on the moon. I'm calling from a telephone inside of a saloon. The only other person here left many years ago, and now I sit here at the bar feeling so alone. I've read all of the books I had and walked the planet but still the thing I'm looking for refuses to be found, except this clanging deep regret. Oh, I am such a fool, a man who wanted quiet so